Hey everybody, welcome back. In this video, we're going to be talking about journaling our trades and the software I use and how to do it if you don't have this software, which is what I've done for like the longest time. So let's get into this. This right here is TradeZella. The reason I like it is because I got everything in one place, right? So I got my P&L, I got like my journal. I can download that journal, share it with the Discord. I can watch some of my students with this mentor mode right here, and I can see like how they're trading. And it's just great because I've used it for 2.5 years now, and I probably used it more in the past year and a half than ever. So it's hard for me to get away from this. But for some people that obviously don't have the money to do or don't want to spend the money, you can use Notion, or you could create another Discord server. So I had a Discord server like with just me, T Trades, freaking some other people that trade, and we just like he'd share his trades, I'd share my trades, and we would just kind of pick each other apart. And so yeah, let's get into it here. With this, this isn't actually like my monthly P&L. It's a little bit lower because account balances versus versus payouts, so it's closer to like 25. Okay, but yeah. So what you can do here is you can add in all your accounts. So I got all my accounts in here. Not every single one of them, but there's some that I don't have because you can only do 20 accounts with TradeZella, unless you email them and have them like set up more. I just haven't done it yet because I just use one account to cover all these trades is what I do. So what you can do here is these are the features I use. Okay, so I go in here and I create 2 templates every week. I use the same 2 templates every week. All right, so I create a weekly game plan. Right. So let me just show you this week right here because this current week was a short week because of the holidays. So, weekly game plan, no high impact news until Wednesday on oil, indices until Thursday, Friday. We'll be patient to start the week. And then in Q here, like I said, we are to expect AMD at all-time highs. So, I'm basically putting everything in here, right? Like I do this on Sunday or early Monday morning, and what I'm expecting for price to do, right? And then I'll mark all this off, and then what I can do here is I can go click here and go download. I can just download it, send it straight to my Discord, and like that's my game plan for the week. And then throughout the week, I got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and this is what I do. All right. So for Monday, coming into the market, I was like 60-40 bullish because we have this hourly structure here, and we had a 1 hour BISI. Okay. And I'm just waiting for my market maker buy model to form inside this level to the upside. All right. No, Monday with no news, and then after I post what happened, right? So I had no mistakes. I had a spot on analysis, and price didn't hit my entry and ran to our TP. I stuck to the model. Look what happened. So this was that 1 hour BISI I marked out ahead of time, right? Price came down, retested, did not retest our breaker before going higher. Sucks to suck, right? And then I do the same thing for Tuesday. So I got a bullish bias here. We had this previous weekly low tag right here, and we had these Asia highs. So we had Asia highs. This is looking like a New York reversal. Okay. And day recap. So price actually ran to this level, and it never gave us an entry. Monday, Tuesday, I figured they'd be low probability based on the weekly game plan that I created, right? Now, on Wednesday here, I had bullish NQ, bearish oil, and I had all these points of interest marked off for the two respective trades. So I had this NQ level, CL level. As you can see here, price came up, tagged us in, and then sold off, right? It looks like it did. And as you can see here, price ran these Asia lows, which was like a big key level for me before displacing lower. So I only took this on like half risk on like a couple of my fundeds, not all of them. That's why you'll see like it's like reflective right here for this week. It actually got stopped out, so that worked out great. Let me go back to it. Yeah, so I got stopped out. I think like right here on I think I had my stop just above this FEG, this IFEG, and just hit it. It was barely a loss. I probably still should have taken it because it took these Asia lows. And I even answered my own question of why I should have taken this trade right here. So, sat on hands with majority of my accounts, and the Asia lows ran before my entry. And then Thursday, same thing here. Had an hourly BISI here that I was watching, and as you can see here, so price came down and closed above the breaker wick, right? On half of these accounts, I took it. On half of my fundeds, I took it, and then the other half I did not, because we did get a close above. However, it was pretty slow, and I think by like 11:30 or like 12:30 or 1 o'clock, I was out, but it was pretty slow. Yeah, I think I wrote down it sucked because I didn't take it on like all my fundeds. I didn't get that chance. I didn't FOMO in. You know, I waited for price to come in, tagged a level, and I just wanted to manage risk accordingly. Now for Friday, bearish bias here. So I like to use bias, news, points of interest draw, and is today a low probability day. So going to this day, I was just watching oil, NQ. However, later throughout the session, I found out that, hey, gold is looking pretty good. So hourly move on gold, and then this was our trade to the upside. I also did a YouTube video on this a couple weeks back, so check that out if you want to look at that recap. And I post my executions in here when I take them on all my fundeds. And great. So weekly recap here, 5 days, one fill, but one was enough for 4 missed days of entries. Okay, so this is usually what I would ask myself. What you guys can do, and what I did at first was I did bias, news, points of interest, draw, is today a low probability day, and then after I did all these things, I still like to include these. I asked 2 things I did great, 2 things I did bad, okay, and 2 things you can improve on. So, and I like to put how did I feel, because like if I'm anxious, if I felt myself I was anxious in the trade, like I need to figure out why, right? Like maybe it wasn't a good model, maybe it was outside my model, so I was probably anxious. The more confident I am on trades, the more I'm sticking to my model, right? And that doesn't mean that those trades always don't work out. That means that I'm sticking to my plan, whatever my plan is. And like I can just sit here and just kind of like chit chat in Discord at whether price hits TP or stop loss. I have been in trades before where I'm maybe over leveraging, or I'm trading like a different model, just trying to. I may have a clear idea of a clear draw on liquidity, but price didn't really give me my entry model, but I still took it anyways. Those trades tend to stress me out. So I'll write that down here. Another thing this is good for here is the playbook. This is legacy model, unicorn model, whatever you want to call it. And I just write down, you can do a checklist here, and you can, do everything. So have we journal preset? This is what I want to do every single time. And this is my model. This is like the intro. This is like the checklist. So I have it written down in here. Reports, I don't really use that much. And then the back testing, this is new. I haven't done it. Like I said, I use FX replay like I did in the last video. I just think it's better. And then mentor mode is really good for some students in there. But if you guys just want to just have like a solid place to start journaling, then just use Discord and just copy those templates that I used and just start like just tagging trades in there. I will show you, however, I do have one student here. This is my lifetime students here. Let's see here. So I'll drag this over here if you guys can see it. This is what he does every single day. He's great at this stuff. So he's literally done this every single day for the past 4 months. He's more consistent at this than me, right? So he just posts everything in here. He posts the news every single morning, pre-market, post-market, and if he took a trade or not, and then he'll post his executions and things like that. Like this is how you can do it, right? Like you just do it with a simple Discord server. I think that's great. But if you want to go a little bit more up, you can go to the TradeZilla platform. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions about that, feel free to leave them in the comments section down below. Oh, one thing I did notice here is I didn't take a trade that day on those Asia lows. It did leave me behind. I got this a little mixed up here. So that's funny. Anyways, I'll quit rambling, but that'll be it for this video. I'll see you guys back here on the next one, and take care.